Hello, welcome to the Roll for episode 20. I want to say 20. It's 20. It's 20. It's 20. It's 20. It's definitely 20.
Yeah, it's 20.
Welcome to the episode for episode 20. We know what we're doing. So, Barnaby, how you feeling?
Very stupid. I did a stupid thing. I had a very stupid thing.
It was an awesome thing, though. It was simultaneously great and terrible.
I think it was really cool for Barnaby because I think that's what Barnaby has been striving for, right?
Yeah.
For like his 6 years. I mean, when we first met the group, he kind of explained that too. What are you thinking you're going to go do after now?
You got a character to rebuild.
Yes. I think for Barnaby, most of the stuff's done. It's just like fit his fucking life back together after James, and now he's not a demon, and then now his friends are really awesome. It's just, apart from the fact that a giant scary demon's gonna kill everyone, you know, things are looking up.
Now you have your dad and he's accepting of you. How does that feel? That's like such a...
I didn't think that would happen. I thought it was just get my head clobbered with a hammer.
I was a little bit worried for a minute.
I was 50-50 on it. I was like, that would prove you're a drugs demon or not.
It's true.
Yes.
It's like dunking a witch. If they drowned, they weren't a witch.
Yeah.
So horrible.
I am mostly
works.
sorry that Lauren wasted 2 drama points, though, calling. Like,
Yeah.
I as a player would not have been okay if I hadn't have given you, 1, an interaction with another character, and then 2, a way out. If you wanted it.
yes. I was.
To me, I don't think it was really a waste. I also got a fuck ton of drama points for just taking EE's notes and then setting them on fire, metaphorically.
Oh, yeah.
It was
That's
like
the
you
way to
set
do
a little bit of them on fire, and the other part I was like, I have to go back 12 episodes in my notes for something I wrote that you passed up on. That's cool.
My favorite part is that at the beginning you were like, no, we're just gonna time skip to like you getting off the bus, and I'm like, here's the thing.
No, it's like, okay, that's fine. I
I've thought
expected
my way through
No
this.
one gets to time skip.
If I wasn't
skip
allowed
in
to
the
time skip, you're not allowed to time skip.
Oh.
So I don't consider it a waste, I hope, because it gave an opportunity for a conversation between characters that I think was meaningful.
Yeah, that was really fun to do. I did waver because of that, but like in my head I was like, it would fix the dad butt thing, it would fix the James thing, it would fix change a lot of stuff. And as a player, I generally go for the okay, I'm gonna dive head first into this and fuck shit up. And that's one of my main impulses as a player. You might have
No,
noticed.
I thought it was a good move and it made sense for Barnaby completely.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
It is
He's told me
interesting.
some things we can do, so that'll be fun.
It is interesting that deal
Fair.
was like, you get back your friend, also you get this thing you always wanted. It's like,
Yes.
we're gonna see some negatives later, probably in Drox demon form.
Yeah, you gave a fate just half of yourself, a demon pet.
An
Touching
immortal,
95%.
an immortal string.
Yeah,
Is-
I feel confident that that's gonna come back and
I
bite
feel
you.
like you got the shitty end of the deal too, because it's like you only get 3 days of freedom until
Yeah.
Drox
I wasn't
Daddy
exactly going to give up my human half. That would be stupid.
Well, then we would have killed you, and then you would have definitely had to make a new character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have made
If
any
you'd given up
sense.
the human half, you would have turned evil, and we'd be like, well, nuts.
That could have been a crazy plot.
Let's never break that crystal then. He doesn't need to know.
What would have happened if no one took a deal? We just have to find another way to not have Imogen die by Drox demon.
In all honesty,
Imogen
Imogen
would
could have
have
probably
had
just
to
doubled
steal a
back and
cat.
come out the alley when
That was my next plan,
Yeah.
which was part of why I was like, at that point, my original hope was like, if I can make the kid bored enough of me, then maybe they'll send me out of this dimension. But alternatively, if like I was like, once he's in there, then I could double back out and then book it. And that's probably where I would have spent a plot point to be like, can I?
Oh yeah, and you'd have been able to. Like the fate was going to give you a hard choice because you went to a fate, not because this is a point in the plot where you have to make a hard choice. It's like, no, you just happened to go there. I wasn't going to railroad you into making that choice because you literally could have just gone, no, I don't want to, and the fate's going to be pissed off, but all it's going to do is take a drown point away from you. So
Which
We've
still
met
fun.
2
I'm
out
glad
of
we got to
3
meet
fates now.
I was correct last time.
We've met 2 out of 3, and I have just thought
Presumably,
something.
We've met the eldest and the youngest.
Yeah, there is another one out there.
You okay?
Yep.
Oh man, Barnaby's gonna get like the flu, and he's not gonna know what to
Oh no!
do.
He's gonna actually be ill.
Oh, so many. Oh, he's gonna have he's gonna know what Violet's going through now.
Yep.
He's gonna start a support.
Oh, maybe they'll start dating.
Yay!
Because you know the chat is already shipping that shit now. Oh wait, no, Violet doesn't like that form of you. She's gonna be so sad your hedgehogs are gone.
I can always steal some hedgehogs and wear them on my jacket.
He's like, do you think I'm sexy? He's like, wait.
Just Barnaby like pours milk on each shoulder, goes out at night and just lays in the grass, and we're like, what are you doing, Barnaby? Just wave at hedgehogs.
Because that's how
Peanut
you catch
butter,
a
man.
hedgehog. What?
Hedgehogs drink milk, like you leave milk out for them.
Isn't that bad for them? Doesn't that give them diarrhea?
Actually, it probably does, I imagine, because they're not meant to
I
be drinking
think that
lactose,
it's
yeah.
something that- yeah. I think it is milk, yeah, that if they drink it, they're
Goes
they
around
die.
milk waiting for hedgehogs. What?
It's a thing. There are lots of them around, like in the country. Like,
Where?
if you see one in your garden, sometimes people put
I have
milk out.
never
for them.
seen a hedgehog
thing.
out in the wild.
Hi,
Ever.
welcome to Britain. We have nothing
no,
particularly
I've
dangerous
been to
except for
Britain.
hedgehogs.
I have been there. I have never seen a hedgehog.
A dog used to bark at them. Like they would just be like chilling in our garden, and then the dog would go out, and we'd just hear woof 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 woof.
Granted, I never lived there, so I've never, you know.
Do you go anywhere particularly like rural at nighttime that has back gardens that are ruralish?
I mean, I went rural area because I went to the Battle of Bogsworth Field and
But
stuff like
in
that.
daytime?
Not at night. No.
No. Hedgehogs will not be out in
I don't
daytime
know why I
because
got
they're
on
kind
the
of
field
slowish.
in the middle of the night. That seems very silly.
I mean, it's Britain. It's
You know what I'm
not
gonna
like
do? I'm
LA.
gonna go to a different country, and then I'm gonna go out in the middle of the night.
I mean,
out in the middle of nowhere.
you would be safer going out in the middle of the night at a different country that was Britain than you would be going out in a different, like, in the same country at the middle of the night in, like, certain parts of LA or whatever. Like, generally, the UK will be a lot safer for that.
Well, I'm just saying in general, going out in the middle of the night anywhere is not the best decision, especially when it's a place you don't know. Don't do that, people.
Unless you're looking for
Now
hedgehogs.
I have to use this
I don't
shitty
know.
camera.
Like, I don't know, it's just, being northern in Britain, it's just like, it's not particularly dangerous. Like, you can go out at night most places around here.
Thinking around my area.
I mean, you live around Birmingham,
Yeah,
so...
I'm thinking around my
Some
area.
places you really don't want to go to any
Yeah.
time of the day.
Yeah.
Most other places.
I think in every city, there's going to be a place that you shouldn't be traveling. In the middle of the night, just, you know, be safe. Be safe, my fellow peoples.
Don't go looking
What
for
are you
head.
thinking about over
middle
there,
of the night.
Lauren?
I'm just listening to you guys. Different places in the UK. No.
What were you thinking about when you were on that bus?
How not to die.
By Imogen Parker.
It was interesting when you decided to go back on the bus after that, because I assumed you were just going to start running and just keep running.
He was going to set off the fire alarm.
Huh?
He was going to set off the fire alarm if you didn't exit within like another minute.
I figured, like, there were a few things. One was just, like, running into the middle of nowhere and trying to get away from him that way, and then hiding, and then, like, circling back eventually. But she figured he wouldn't leave if she didn't. That was
He
the
might
theory
burn
that I
the
eventually came to.
Place down or something. Trying to find you.
Yeah, the last one was, like, in the hopes of, like, getting on the bus. I suppose she could have like tried to get on the bus as him and then convince the bus driver that she wasn't going to get back on or something like that, and then getting the bus to drive away. But that seemed more likely to end up with everyone dead. And then I was like, oh, I can go to the alley.
Yeah, if you'd massively like tried to double cross him and stuff on the bus, or you'd got away from the bus, he would have burned the bus and everyone on board.
Yeah. I figured that was a higher risk, and I was like, the alley has a bunch of other demons in it. They'll be an excellent distraction.
Generally, the alley's pretty quiet during the day because, like, demons don't tend to like going out at daytime when people can see them, and also vampires don't like it.
Also, Charity in the daylight with a big thing over her head.
I mean,
yeah.
Is she actually a slayer, or is she a vampire?
Yeah.
That is the question.
Oh, she could be both. I mean,
think we were all definitely thinking there's something.
I call that instantly.
She is a vampire slayer.
It's just...
That's how she's been hiding all these years.
I'm just saying that would be a way to die and then have a player come back.
If she was a vampire, I would have known though.
No, it's an active skill. You have to use it.
But I did when I first met her.
Yeah, and you rolled it. You could have failed the roll. You don't know.
Right, sure.
Which may also explain why she really doesn't want to get other watchers involved.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, you already told Dadbert now, so Dadbert knows.
Oh, sort of.
No, you backtracked on it really, really well, so he doesn't know.
I rolled so many 10s! I'm so screwed!
Yeah, well, we were joking about, you know, actually having fate make you make a deal or whatever. Obviously, you have actually made a deal somewhere.
Yeah.
Really? It helped that I rolled 10s on the things that I was already good at. The things that I was bad at, I actually rolled several 1s on. It's just like the things I needed
so good today.
Was
a lot of 10 plus 9s.
That means next week's gonna suck for us.
And next week's probably gonna be the fight, so woohoo!
Yeah.
What happens if you change your dice color now? Do you avoid the bad luck of this color of dice?
I'm scared.
Or do you break the 10
What kind of gambler's fallacy are we supposed to use?
I don't know.
Pick your fallacy.
I'm so scared. But yeah, man, when I get to add attractiveness, I have a plus 11 to lying to people. It's nice.
Don't lie to me.
But I'm so cute. Why would I lie to you?
That's an immediate 2 successes that can't be bad lucked.
Yeah, having a manipulative girlfriend for Layla, that won't go badly.
Yeah, right. It won't go bad at all. I just want the arc where Imogen goes evil to be.
I mean, I thought about the of the 3 choices you gave me, I wouldn't have gone with the shortening my life because, like, conceptually that one would probably end up being less interesting because she's already really easy to kill.
It would have meant that you'd have like some sort of disadvantage on survival checks.
Yeah. Going with the love would have been interesting just because of that moment where Imogen, like, oh, I don't feel anything anymore. Now I have to figure out how I'm gonna break up with her. Or
you can just stay in the relationship, just pretend. You don't let her down.
She's really good at lying.
That would have been heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That's precisely why I gave you the option. I was like, this would be the most heartbreaking.
It'd be very tragic. Or, you know, going with the twisting the fate just because it would be like, happy birthday, EE.
FYI, that would have been tragic love.
Yeah, so same thing.
You stay in love, you probably don't die, but bad shit happens to your relationship all the time. It's whether your relationship can succeed.
It could just be a relationship.
It was basically your options were like death, heartbreak, or actually just both.
That was my favorite one.
Phantom, he has infected you.
I'm just pointing out what the system he was proposing.
Yeah.
A terrible system.
It's definitely double dipping there with the tragic love thing.
I know, and he was offering it to me too, and Layla was
the same thing.
Just a fate to have an all of the above option for a negative.
Yeah.
Option C. All of the above.
And now Barnaby's had his form ripped away.
Yeah, that's gonna come back and be a problem.
It makes the dinner party battle easier.
Not
That's
really.
true.
You still
makes it
got
harder.
charity.
The organizing is easier. Now we're just more likely to die.
I don't even care if charity's part of it or not.
Yeah, it is.
Charity has saved like Imogen's ass there. And Imogen owes her a kiss. And Imogen owes her a kiss. So
No, she doesn't. She never agreed to that. She said, "That's what you're gonna find out," and then winked.
Jinx.
Head into the bathroom.
Yeah, you were very specific with your words there.
Oh yeah, no, you didn't explicitly agree to it, but you implicitly agreed to it.
Implicit agreement is
It's
not
official.
consent.
Imogen is the third fate.
It's not consent.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's a small part of me that's like, that would be a beautiful ending. that would be an ending for a character. I'd be like, okay, well, I'll put you over here. You go be special over there now. Bye bye.
Maybe it's like vengeance demons. If one of them dies or gets like turned into a human, then there's an opening that someone can take. You go for an interview with the other two fates, which is probably really weird. But if you pass, you become a fate.
I like how weirdly nice the vengeance demons were.
Yeah, all of them have been nice.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
they didn't
vengeance
need
demons
to
are
have
just like
revenge on them.
nice, like vaguely middle class, mostly women who just work in like an office setting and occasionally
feel
pop
like-
out to do road work.
Yeah, like they only need to do any vengeance when someone has been wronged, and you didn't wrong them, so they were fine,
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
nice and friendly.
It's very
Good
much
phone.
like the Fae in Monster Hearts, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, when they do stuff, there's some horrific stuff, like they rip out people's hearts and stuff. But generally,
Give people
if you'd
boils.
accidentally like stepped on one of their toes during the conversation, they might have turned evil and like vaporized you or something.
That
yeah.
might be a bit harsh.
Well, I mean, stopping all of time because we were leaving a friend out a bit.
Yeah, no, that's...
Vengeance demons aren't ones for half measures.
no.
Or even full measures. It's more like quadruple measures.
Well, Imogen, they have been lobbying you to try and get you to join up. So
That's
Yeah,
just
we
not
could
as
swap.
interesting.
I feel like if something happens between Imogen and Layla, that like something would maybe push her to the edge of becoming a vengeance demon.
Imogen or Layla?
Imogen.
Yeah, I think there's things that could motivate her, but I also suspect I don't know, I feel like there's other things she'd be more
yeah, the problem is that Layla grounds you too much. I need to somehow like drive a wedge.
No, stop
Yeah.
it. You've been trying so hard with Charity too, and like our willpower is just too strong. And I've been not even spending drama points. I've been just like letting it roll because I'm like, let's see how it goes.
I just can't wait for the episode where like Imogen and Layla have a problem, and Imogen storms off, and Layla storms off, and Layla gets drunk with Charity, and like bad things happen, and then you're like, oh my god, so much drama.
And maybe Imogen will understand, and like normal adults, they'll have a conversation.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not.
Yeah, someone's gonna
last
throw
time
someone's
she
MP3 player.
Imogen doesn't have one of those. Can't afford it.
What's your
Layla
favorite
does, though.
pot plant?
You throw mine.
Your toad.
Don't hurt John. Don't bring John into this. John has you.
Oh, don't worry. There's gonna be stuff featuring John next episode. I've got a mini John plot point. Benson knows what I'm talking about.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Poor John. There's something probably else wrong with him than just the coloring.
And Imogen, didn't you? I mean, Layla didn't know or anything, but you said through someone else, tell Layla I love her.
Yeah.
Layla
And
doesn't
Robert
know that
didn't
though.
say anything.
Well, it's because you said if I die, and I was like, let's not say that unless she actually dies. Then I don't know.
Yeah, because that's your decision to make.
He didn't know what to do. It was mainly because he didn't want to include the "if I die" part. Really,
I like the
Let's
fact
not
you had
really
Barnaby,
that
yourself, Layla in the car. Imogen phoned Barnaby. Barnaby was like, I'm driving, I'll give this to Robert. And then Imogen's like, oh, tell Layla. And you're just like, I know, I won't pass the phone over. Cool, that's fine. Bye.
Well, I might have done, but she hung up immediately. So
She did
Really
hang up.
stressed out.
She did hang up.
It's fair.
Also, it's more dramatic that way.
Yeah.
But Imogen was really stressed out.
The problem is, now I have another plot line that I've been sitting on, waiting, and now I have to use it.
Do we get to... Was it the Fates? Which one? What is this?
You've blundered into a lot of plot lines. The Fates are more like a reactive thing. They're so powerful, I'm not going to make you, like, have to fight them or anything, because they are meant to be super powerful. You can make deals and stuff if you need to, whatever. They're like a background force, like in season 1 of Angel, they had the Forces of Good. I can't remember what they're called.
Why would we fight a Fate anyway? That seems like a terrible idea.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Someone stole a bloody book from a Fate library. That seems like a terrible idea, but you did it.
I didn't necessarily go with the intent of stealing it. I went with the intent of trying to save our lives, and we needed to move from that position. And the only way to do that, and also write in the book, was to take the book with us. So...
So think of like, normally it would be really stupid to fight a Fate, but it just so happens that you have someone who is unbound by Fate.
What happens? You become the new Fate! Oh!
Oh my
I guess it means that I'm like a really crappy version of a Fate, and that I can mess with the course of the future. It's just that I only have... I'm just a human. Like, I can't do magic, I can just do human stuff. I can punch people or whatever. No, I can't actually. I could do other things. I can make machines that punch people.
Robert's had this conversation with Imogen. He's not useless. He's special, even if he hasn't.
You're special too.
I have so much experience. I'm thinking about putting it into a cult.
You probably should, because a cult is mostly a group skill. Like you all add your successes together.
The major problem I've had is,
Did I get 1 point?
I don't know. I have so much experience. I don't know what to do with it.
You all got 4 experience points.
4. Now I have 28.
I'm spending all of it on gear from the pole.
No, you're spending some of it on other stuff that isn't in the pot, right? There's like 2 items you were getting else.
Couple of things that I decided I definitely wanted.
Yeah.
They're not being
pretty sure I'm
put
going
on the pole.
Sorcery level 3. Given that it also helps with telekinesis, it'd probably be useful.
Oh god. Yeah. Speaking of which, you met the child, you met the crone, so you've met the cutter and the spinner. So the spinner makes threads but also changes them, which is why she makes steels. You've met the cutter, who is the one who's like, oh, I thought you were coming my way, dear, to Robert when Robert was possibly going to die in an episode.
And then
that was the big clue of like, I had come her way, but she was acting like that wasn't the case. It's like she's not talking about physical location. And it was like, yeah, probably death or something. That's the point.
She could interact with you for a different reason. Because you were close to death.
Fair enough.
Because she's... Like, it doesn't really make a difference, but she's also taking on the role of one of the Reapers. So she is also someone who can kill you and be there for your death. And if you are close to death, she can interact with you, whatever, for a different reason. Otherwise...
Like that someone was like, she can't be death, she doesn't talk in all caps.
Yeah. It's the law now.
But any other time, yeah, she can't see you.
That'll be fun.
It's a weird...
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's a weird line where I have to determine, are you at risk of dying anytime soon? If the risk is high enough, yes.
I think that was a little jostling for viewers, so hopefully people get the timeline right now. But yeah.
Yeah, I can mess with
I'm sure
the
the wiki will be updated. They're crazy. The wiki has been amazing lately.
The wiki is so... I forgot to shout it out. I meant to shout out this episode. Thank you, wiki people!
It's looking so nice.
I think as soon as GDP started like leading it and sort of organizing it, like it's been amazing. So
they are our scribe, the great scribe of Roll4It.
So good.
So fancy.
I need to.
Makes my life easier going back.
Actually,
to the wiki.
I wonder, is there a section on any of the? is there a section on any of the fates yet? Do we have a child section? Has the crone been updated?
Be surprised if we had.
Not that I've seen yet. I'm sure. I think there might be.
We had Dadbert like before the episode had ended.
Let me see. Layla the Vampire Slayer.
You also mentioned the wiki in that episode, so that might have helped.
True.
Aided.
NPCs. Lady on the bus. See how far we've got. Yep, it's already in there. She has a sister who goes by the name The Child, who resides in and presides over a realm where the demons trade, which can be accessed by the alley. The alley also has a page.
Wow.
The Child is a red link, but it probably won't be for long.
Oh god, someone right now has it up and they're just finishing the markdown. Anyway, probably. This is a great after show. Thank you so much for everything. It's a really great episode. Can't wait to see what happens next time. I imagine you're probably getting down to the fight next time, so will you defeat the Hun? We'll find out.
It did send at least 2 daughters, but I don't know, they sent 2
Study
sons,
spells
so.
for everyone, lots of building. That's the plan.
So what you're saying is I should invest 2 points in sorcery, or get another point in sorcery.
Wouldn't mind it, unless it turns the spell really bad and we get murdered.
Well, let me look at the numbers.
Time goes really slow, and now we have the equivalent of a day. We're like, well, nuts, we're gonna die.
It almost guarantees success.
On the study spell?
Almost?
Almost.
Unless...
I roll a 1. Or I get bad lucked.
You could add a drama point and then do the you're like intelligence 15.
Oh, woo! Oh yeah. No, if I add a drama point, it would be plus 23. So we would be starting with basic successes, but plus whatever.
So Bobbert would be double digits intelligence. He'd be double human at the lowest.
I mean, it's happened before.
For 6 hours.
Like last time we did it, I was at intelligence 13, I think.
And you invented Wi-Fi. Maybe you can invent something to get us out of whatever horrible position Layla's parents are in.
You invent money. You invent Bitcoin. This is gonna go great.
No.
Yes. Oh, no.
This is the beginning.
Oh dear.
Give them like 1,000 bitcoins and tell them to wait 18 years.
And they'll probably be like, "Oh my god, this has gotten up in value like 400%. We're gonna sell it off a year later." Be like, "No, no." Anyway, thank you for watching the after show. We'll be back next week, and we'll see whether people survive. But until then, roll safe.